I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Look at this. Look at this pepper. Isn't that just a gorgeous pod? This is a really cool pepper, my friends. This is an NK Cerberus. Nick Kemp's created this. What it is a cross between a Wartrix and a Butch T Scorpion. Both wicked serious peppers. So this is a monster pod. Kind of excited about this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this thing open, take a couple pictures of it. We'll do a teaser video. We'll make a short together, you and me, and then we'll eat this pepper and see what we think of it. Really cool little stinger on it, just a gorgeous color, beautiful shape. All right, let's cut this thing open. Remember, you have to compliment my cutting skills. It comes with tremendous practice, people. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. The aroma is super pungent in the kitchen here. I'm just going to take a quick picture for Instagram, people. Here we go. So check out this. Now there's two, obviously this is going to be a little more oily. If you look at the wall lining, it is glistening. It's super oily. Very, very strong aroma. All right, so we're going to make a quick little teaser video. You ready? See if we can do it in one take. Took 2 takes yesterday. All right, guys, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. This is an NK Cerberus, which is a Wartrix that's been crossed into a Butch T Scorpion, which are 2 brutal peppers. So if you want to watch the whole video, come over to the channel and watch it. There. Weird. That was strange. As I was chewing it, I was trying to remember, like search my memory banks to see if I've ever had a pepper where this happened. I took a bite, and when I put it in my mouth, it was immediately hot, but it was immediately very, very bitter, which I don't really mind. I like bitter. But the part that was weird was that it went from bitter to sweet. All right? And then the sweet faded away, and I was just left with the pepper again. But it went from bitter to sweet. Now, I've had a ton of peppers go from sweet to bitter. But I'm not sure if I can recall a pepper that started off bitter and then went to sweet. It's odd, you know? Very, very hot. Butch T is a nightmare pepper. What's really weird about the Butch T, I don't think I ever got enough credit. Butch T is a wicked hot pepper. My mouth is burning. I have more peppers coming today, people. Now, I don't know what the Scoville rating is on this, but it's up there. It's really funny. There's so many comments that what people always say is hotter than a Reaper. It's, you know, we're in a day and age where almost every pepper you get is as hot or hotter, seems like. There's a lot, and I'll note them this season for you. But great burn. It had a pretty aggressive burn, a little bit more aggressive than a ghost pepper would be. It hit you quicker and climbed. The ascent was much faster than a ghost pepper, which is kind of like this. The burn is on my tongue, mostly. My throat's burning a little bit, but it's mostly a wicked mouth burn. Trying to see if it's peaked yet. It's another question I get an awful lot is how do you know when it's peaked? It's just something that comes with experience. The more you do it, the more you're like, there it is. Occasionally get a pepper that will give you a false peak. It'll peak and start to come down and then flare up again, which is kind of cool. But this one's not doing that. It's peaked and it's on its way down. Wicked hot pepper though, for real. That would send a lot of people into panic mode. No two ways about it. That was grown by Tomas Spillane, great grower. Now, if you got, every time I do a video, and I talk about this a lot, but every time I do a video, somebody will say, and I've been thinking about it, I think it's probably they didn't watch the video, they just saw the thumbnail, got really excited, and threw a comment in before they watched the video. I have to think that's how it has to go. Because in every video, I tell you where you can get them. But everybody always asks, if you want peppers, the ones that I've been eating, you can get them. They are the most exotic and wonderful peppers. So the link in the description box is for Tomas Spillane. Reach out to him and you, within a matter of days, you can have a box of peppers like the ones I've been eating. No joke, same ones, same peppers. So if you want to do that, click the link in the description box for Tomas Spillane. It's definitely on its way down. For a chili head, that's going to be a 7 and above all day. All day, every day. You're going to have a couple hardcore chili heads that'll call it a 6, but most are going to say it's a 7. Believe it. Okay, I'm going to read a couple silly trivia things because it's kind of what I do. I've got a bunch of really good ones I found yesterday that are just fascinating. This is cool. Listen to this. Beer hops. Hops is what they make beer out of. Beer hops naturally produces an acid that can kill off a parasitic mite that's known to annihilate entire colonies of bees. It's scary, right? Hops have shown such promise in helping to prevent colony collapse disorder that the EPA has even approved their use as a biochemical miticide. Isn't that cool? I think it is. William Shatner, James Tiberius Kirk. Anyway, William Shatner avoided appearances at Star Trek conventions for over 10 years after an incident that happened in the 60s. In April of 1968, rabid fans cornered Shatner and attempted to tear his clothes from him as he left Rockefeller Plaza. Now, do you really think they did that, or do you think that's his account of what happened? Because he seems like that kind of guy. He's an interesting dude. He went to space. You guys, a lot of you probably are aware of it. He went to space. He got a ride in, I don't know which one he went, but he went up, just came back down. But what he said, I read about it, and he said that he didn't have this sense of awe, and wonderment of how amazing it is. What he had was this awful sense of doom and dread. And apparently, what he's saying, what his family is saying, is he's been doing nothing but plan his funeral ever since, for real. Anyway, 60,000 people a year are treated for injuries sustained while experiencing rap rage. Let me explain what this is. In one survey, 71% said they had been injured while opening packages, and in 2004, the U.S. had 6,500 emergency room visits from kids who cut their hands tearing packages open. 6,500. It's amazing. This is the last one. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I'll read this one. This is a crazy one. Resurrectionist. That was a gig. It was a job. They were legally employed grave robbers who dug up bodies for anatomical research. The public hated them and frequently attacked them. The profession came to an end when several people were murdered for anatomical research. In other words, they needed some body parts, couldn't find them, came up with some. That was in the 19th century. Should I read one more? No, we're going to stop right there. All right, people. Listen, here's your charge for the day. Whatever you do today, do it with gusto. For real. Go at it with it. How you do anything is how you should do everything. Anyway, tell someone you love them. In the description box, Tomas Spillane. If you want these exotic pods, you can be eating them really quickly. On the bottom, you're going to see my son, Johnny Scoville Jr., and the lifeboat. On top, you're going to see pepperology and all the challenges I've done since I started this journey. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the 8.